Most people never realize the moment their life quietly slips out of their hands. There is no alarm, no announcement. Just a slow trade, attention for distraction, time for comfort, meaning for noise. The Stoics understood this danger long before the modern world perfected it. Marcus Aurelius did not fear death the way most people do. He feared something else far more subtle. He feared living without awareness, breathing, moving, reacting, yet never truly choosing. He wrote as a reminder to himself, not to impress anyone, because he knew how easily the mind drifts when it is not watched. Right now, most people believe change requires force, more effort, more motivation, more pressure. The Stoics believed the opposite. They believe transformation begins the moment you stop chasing and start observing. This is where the 21-day Stoic Rule enters, not as a challenge, but as an experiment, a quiet test of honesty. For 21 days, you do not attempt to become better. You attempt to become aware. You notice how quickly the mind demands stimulation, how silence feels uncomfortable, how stillness feels like wasted time. You realize that the urge to react appears before thought even forms. Anger, defensiveness, impatience, they rise automatically, as if rehearsed. The Stoics called this slavery, even when the chains were invisible. During these days, something strange begins to happen. You start to see thoughts as events, not commands. They appear and they pass. You begin to understand that most suffering is not happening now. It is happening in imagination, memory, or expectation. Fear is rarely about the present. Regret lives in the past. Anxiety lives in the future. The present moment, when observed closely, is usually simple. Marcus Aurelius warned that the mind colors everything it touches. If the mind is rushed, life feels rushed. If the mind is resentful, life feels hostile. If the mind is calm, even chaos loses its sharp edges. As the days continue, you stop trying to control outcomes. You stop arguing with reality. You stop asking why people behave the way they do. You start asking only one thing: what is within my control right now? That question becomes an anchor. You notice how often energy is wasted resisting what already exists. How much tension comes from wanting the moment to be different than it is. Slowly, resistance softens. You speak less, but with more weight. You listen more, without preparing replies. You move through the day with intention instead of urgency. The world does not change, your relationship to it does. At some point, a familiar situation returns, a provocation, a disappointment, a moment that once controlled your emotions. But now there is a pause, a space between stimulus and response, and in that space, freedom quietly appears. You realize that nothing outside you has the authority you once gave it. People can act, events can unfold, but the final decision, how you respond, is yours. This realization does not feel dramatic. It feels grounding, almost ordinary. That is why it is so powerful. Many people quit this process early, not because it is difficult, but because clarity removes comfortable illusions. It exposes habits. It reveals how much time has been spent unconsciously. Others reach the end and feel something rare, not excitement, not happiness, presence. They no longer rush to fill silence. They no longer need